And welcome to part 2 of building a custom base. So I've taken the IKEA picture frame out of the box, and I've drilled a 1/2-inch hole to accommodate the post. So what I have to do now is secure said post, and unfortunately, if you look, I didn't drill the hole quite straight. But that's okay. I can bring it up a little bit higher and get it straight that way. So now, to secure the post in place, I'm going to use hot glue. So I've got my handy dandy glue gun. Oh, there we go. So you see now I've got it glued in place. The glue is still warm, so that allows me to make sure that I'm square. And I don't have an actual square with me right now, so I'm using that smaller frame I showed you earlier. And we're pretty good in that direction. Pretty good in this one. So we're good. Now I'm just going to let this sit, and I can start doing the wiring, the actual wiring for the switches for the lights. Okay, so here's a quick test fit. We get a closer idea what it's all going to look like. Galactica sits in place, nice and sturdy. She's not going anywheres. You can see I got my board here. Oh, it's still not all wired in yet. A couple of these are, but so this hasn't changed much yet. My next step, let me pull this off. My next step is to do the wiring. You can see I've got my very basic, this is while I just making sure everything works. So now I can actually connect my, you can see here my power. Zoom in on this a bit. So these are my two main circuits. One controls the 4 outboard lights and the rest of the lighting, and the other circuit controls the 2 center engines, which I call the flank engines or the going to jump engines. So that's all I have left to do for this side. This will be pretty straightforward because 2 switches are going to be paralleled, well, yeah, paralleled off each other. At least the positive side is. So this side here will feed both circuits through the switch, and the other side of the switch will be connected to these 2 wires here. So I'm going to break out the old soldering iron, solder those 2 switches together, and then I can get the rest of the work done on getting everything placed on the inside. So, though not the battery pack, it'll be something similar to this. This is 12 volts. I'm going to be using 9 volts, so 6 AA's. And just because of the number of lights that I've got in this base, I want to have a bit more current than a standard 9 volt battery can carry, so the lights will stay on longer. So, let me heat up the soldering iron, and we'll get some circuits soldered together. So here we have the 2 switches wired up. You'll see here, this orange wire here is my main, oops. This orange wire here is the main power. So it's going first to this switch, and it just paralleled off and going to that one. This one controls the main lights. This one controls the auxiliary engines and all that. So I'm going to zoom out and zoom back in on the back of the ship. Easiest way to show you the lights. So the main lights, which also controls the outboard engines. Oops, wrong way. So you can see my engines are lit up, and you can also see my flight pods are lit. What you can't see from this angle is that the inside here I've got the red lights as well. Now if I flip the second switch, wow. There. You can see I got the flank engines. Now it's just a matter of wiring putting the plate on and painting it, and also making the little grab handles, and this is almost be done.